Hi everyone, Dr. Carrie here. So I went on a little investigation of my own of my own personal health insurance. So I started looking at my claims. I always look at my claims because I understand them. And I started seeing like I'm paying a copay, but my health insurance is paying $0 to my doctor. So I started investigating and asking questions, and here's what I found out. Why Blue Shield paid my doctor $0. So I usually look at my health insurance claims, on the website of your health insurance that will send you, you can log in and see your claims. And I look and I often see like, oh, they paid my doctor $0. So what's up with that? So I started investigating. And here's what I found. So there's a link you can click if you have questions about this, click this link. So I did, and it just sends them an email. And so here's the letter I got in response. So I sent an inquiry about a bunch of different claims. And so I got this letter back about each of them. So basically it says like, in response to your inquiry concerning the services provided to me on this date in the amount of $199.78. So I inquired about a bunch of different things. And basically all they wrote back is giving me a definition of like copayment, deductible, coinsurance. Okay. I know what that means. So at the bottom, if you have any questions, please contact our customer service department. Okay. So I called because I had time one day and I'm curious. So here is the claims that I was talking about. Okay, so I crossed out some of the information, but okay, so this one's family practice, my primary doctor. So the amount the provider billed was $50. In-network savings is $38.49. So paid by Medicare, I don't have Medicare, paid by other insurance, paid by Blue Shield, $0. Okay, so this is the one I want to highlight. So patient's responsibility, $11.51. So I paid my doctor $11.51 for whatever this was, and that's all the money they got paid. So you can see at the bottom then, non-covered, applied to deductible, coinsurance. So basically, I asked about all of this, and in the end, they were like, your copay is more than this, so you have to pay up until that copay, and then we'll kick in. Okay, so let's look at another one. So clinical lab. So some labs I got done. So the provider billed $75.37. In-network savings, $65.91. Okay, so basically Blue Shield paid $0. So I don't have Medicare or other insurance. So I paid $9.46 to the lab. So basically that was my copay. So again, when I asked the person on the phone, she said, oh, your copay is up to whatever it is, like $40 or $20. So it's less than that. So you owe the full amount. Blue Shield doesn't pay anything until you pay the copay. Okay, so here's another one, dermatology. I think this was from like the year before or something. But anyway, so the dermatologist billed $442.22. In-network savings, $305.87. Once again, Blue Shield paid $0. And so I was responsible for $136.35. So basically, it broke down to my deductible was $79.86, and then my coinsurance is $56.49. So I paid this whole bill. Again, Blue Shield paid $0. I got one more to show you. This is also another dermatology. So provider billed $199.78, in-network savings $143.29. Blue Shield paid $0. I paid $56.49. I'll tell you an interesting part about this. So my office copay is $85. So when I went to the doctor this time, this was recent, this is why I remember this, I paid $85, but the whole bill technically was only $56.49. So when I called the Blue Shield number, they were like, oh, actually the doctor owes you a refund, which F off, dude. But the doctor, I guarantee they're not going to give me a refund. And also I think they deserve minimum $85. So I asked about every single one of these claims I'm sharing with you. And at the end, I'm like, why did Blue Shield pay $0? And for everyone, the person told me, oh, like your copay was more than that, right? Like this example, like my copay was $85 and the bill was only $56. So I asked again in a different way, so what am I paying Blue Shield for? Like I pay almost $500 a month just for myself. And I asked them, like, what am I paying Blue Shield for? Like, they're not paying my doctors. And she didn't really have an answer. So yeah, ask questions, put pressure on your insurance company. My professional opinion, this is never going to change unless we legislate it, because insurance companies are making billions of dollars. And I'll try to find statistics that we looked up from 2021, but like how much money insurance executives are making is insane. So anyway, I would say call your insurance company. Let's put pressure on them. I'm going to definitely tag them in this. And yeah, so basically what I said to the person I talked to at the company, I said, F off Blue Shield. I'm not talking to that person specifically but to Blue Shield. You are stealing my money as a provider. You're still stealing my money as a patient. You know, they're collecting huge sums of money every month from us and not paying the doctors. So like, basically she told me that like, oh, well, you're paying Blue Shield for them to negotiate a price for you. So they're negotiating this, but they're not paying their fair share. They're not paying the doctors. So I'm paying them to not pay my doctor. I would much rather save my $500 a month and pay my doctors X amount of money that they ask for. So anyway, good times. So on a professional level, I'll tell you, we don't bill insurance directly because, as you can see, the insurance, they're just a middleman bully that are keeping all the money. They're keeping the money from the patients and they're keeping the money from the doctors. So actually, I should have taken a picture of this, but I just shredded this. So our patients pay us directly when they come in. That way we can spend the whole time with them. We're not dealing with the middleman, like maybe they're going to pay, maybe they're not. Maybe they're going to send the patient a huge bill afterwards. Like, who knows? Like, forget that. And so sometimes our patients will ask for what's called a super bill, and we'll give that to them. And that's something that they can submit directly to their insurance for a possible reimbursement. And sometimes the insurance companies will send us a copy of this if the patients send in a super bill. And so I recently got one. I should have kept it. I shredded it. I threw it away. But on it, basically the insurance would have paid us $60. So $60 for a full hour treatment. I should be paying myself $60 an hour, but I can't run a clinic making $60 an hour when we spend an entire hour with our patients, you know, because besides paying myself, I got to pay rent, I got to pay for supplies, I got to pay for internet, I got to pay for the phone, I got to pay for equipment. So all of that costs money. Southern California, rent is very expensive. Anyway, but just, you know, I went on my personal quest for my personal health insurance. Really, like, I'm happy to pay my copays. I will pay the doctor whatever I owe them. But what I really wanted to know is why Blue Shield was paying my doctors $0 and I was paying all this money. So why am I paying Blue Shield if they're not paying my doctors? That was my question. They didn't really fully answer it. So Blue Shield, if you want to answer this question, I'm still waiting in response. So there you have it. Hopefully it was helpful and you learned something. And the moral of the story, question your freaking health insurance, man. These guys are bullies. Our health system is crumbling. People are in debt for their medical bills. And my personal belief is it's never going to change unless we legislate it. So reach out to your representatives, but question your health insurance. Like, ask them, make them give you an answer, and maybe they'll change. I doubt it. They have the money. The system is working for them, but not for providers. So anyway, my 2 cents.